teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Offense in the hurry up here.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
It's Warren on 3rd down. It's down and more past the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down. He got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, Howard. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Escapes out to the left. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
1st and goal, Warren. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Operating from the gun, here's Howard. And got his man, that's a Pittsburgh touchdown! The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Soft lane, hit it quick, called out a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
From the 42. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Rolling on 3rd, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to them and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Down a score and taking a big risk on their own side here. They're lining up to try for this. On On fourth down, the snap to Tagovailoa. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turned it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
From the 39. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Danny Gray to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. He's out in the clear. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Howard. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He's got it deep downfield. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
First down from the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. Gray now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action with Tagovailoa. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks got to keep on throwing. But, boy, 0 for 4, this has been a surprisingly slow start.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Tagovailoa now against the blitz. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. And that incompletion won't help.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. After clean and a pick it off. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Howard. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. He's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 21-7 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here. This one's caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I say to you all the time, Kate, to get a quarterback in a rhythm, completions, completions, completions. Well, this is the opposite of rhythm. There is none because we have not had a completion yet.
Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to get the Dolphins a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A 1st down carry.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll stick with A-Chain. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. Tua off the play fake. And they get this down to the 28. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on fourth down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch. Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. Tua out of the pistol. And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And the Steelers going for the dive look on third down. Defense showing blitz. Tonga by Law. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. Tonga Bailoa to throw on fourth down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
They'll go play action. Howard. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Warren here from the gun. The second down run produces 7 before they bring him down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this third down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Now Howard to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. Tackle made at the 10, first and goal coming up.
It's nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
19 Tiger, 1979 Bronco.
Second and 10 now. Howard. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. To throw, Tunga Bailoa. Flush out now to his left. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Steelers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I think they were going to be grateful just to get the ball back, but now look at where they're getting it, Kate. This is already inside field goal range. I promise you this, they're going to be disappointed if they don't get at least 3 points off that takeaway.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 1 on first and goal. Now it's going to be second and 5.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. We've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
44.
Tunga Bailoa on first down. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. Tunga Bailoa now working from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Juan Thornhill takes it away. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. Now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build the momentum and build on this lead.
First and 10. Here's Howard. And it's picked off, but, oh, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time, and we'll see what they do here on second down. Going again here, Howard. Throws a bullet deep to the right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. On 1st down, they're going to start out with A-Chan. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Looks like a pickup of 2, and now they've got 3rd and 10.
And it's third down.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
They're going for this. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him. Seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on 2nd down.
Rocco 80.
Keeps it on the option here. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
79 Bronco. Come 19. Panther 11.
On 1st down, Howard. That was just a little bit too low to be brought in. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on. They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
70 Timberwolves.
To the air, Howard. Finds the in route complete. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
Operating from the gun, here's Howard. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown! The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. A 4th word in this game, and one more ties the record. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he made it just 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down carry for A.J. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
He's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. A-Chain again. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. We got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, I don't even know sometimes what it means to bow up, but that's exactly what the defense did. I do know this. It means stopping that offense in critical situations and forcing a 4th down. Now we'll get to see whether or not this offense wants to gamble.
Now Tagovailoa on 4th. Short pass brought in. Did he get there? Did he get there? I don't think so. Yeah, the refs agree. He's marked short, and this is going to be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him the possession.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Dolphins who have the ball, hoping they can flip the script because this game has been a nightmare for them so far. runs to the line for second down. Tagovailoa from his end zone. That's caught. Devon Achane keeps on going. Run down, and at the end he loses the football. It's not free. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Offense retains possession.
They're right here. Big team.
Working inside the red zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins putting up points in a game decided. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. And he'll reach the end zone. They get 2 more points to help attack that deficit.
42, Dolphins 15.
Well, the win may be lost, but their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Caught into the hands of Fryermuth. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80, Mustang 19. Warrior 70, go.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate, but keep throwing it to get back on track.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
65, Cat, 65. Here we go, here we go. Pump to it. Street, street. Check, check. Hey. 70 range, 70 range.
Out of the gun, Howard. Hits his running back. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
A run with Warren. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
79 Bronco. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Going for it with Warren. And he'll manage maybe a yard, but that is enough to put him in 1st and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Steelers. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing now, Howard. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins take possession of the football at their own 20 after the turnover.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. A-Chain on the inside give. And they'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Tua now from the gun. And they pick him off again. Rasul Douglas picks it off. And the Steelers get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, Shaq. 70 left.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep running away with this. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tack on 7 more to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Gray now on the return. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Won't get it to Rashee Rice. Complete. Still going inside the 35. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making the scoreboard look a touch better. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. The Dolphins lining up to go for 2 once more.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Tagovailoa will look to throw. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit.
Dolphins
You know what?
23.
You know what? Good for them there. This one's pretty out of hand, but hey, they're still putting in the effort, still putting up points before heading home today.
How do you eat an elephant, Kate?
Ooh, I love that one. One bite at a time.
1 2-point conversion at a time. 8 points at a time. When you're down this big, that's all you could do on your side is just keep on digging and keep on eating bite by bite.
All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll give left side to Warner. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, here's Howard. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this is going to be incomplete. Great-looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They'll go play action. Howard. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He fires one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Waller with the catch. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 10.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. That's his 4th interception of our season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
This is complete downfield to Smith. And they bring him down around the 34. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Steelers first down. Working quickly here. Here's Howard, 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route, and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers nearing their 9th win of the season. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 16. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Howard to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Let's go.
Howard to throw on 4th. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Tag. Let's go.
Complete on the option. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue adding on to that lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Achane. No one around. He's got space. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's sent out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup, so they've got 2nd and 2.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Here's 2nd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock. But that throw now didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball. A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
Trying to set this up quick.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Miami.
First down, here's Tua. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Waddle makes the catch. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
That is all-out effort to make the catch. Putting his body on the line. Diving for the ball. He earned that reception. And some more targets in the immediate future.
He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Getting out to his left. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. Oh, and this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Howard. He puts some juice on a deep throat. Oh no, they get him yet again. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return.
Okay, can I be honest with you about something right here? I'm really curious about young quarterbacks when they struggle. And there's part of me that, yeah, this isn't great. And he's going through tremendous adversity. But I love that he continues to be aggressive.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So make a check and a win.